Spines. The roof of the house pallet box is covered with sharp things. Antennae slicing into the sky, the spinning blades of windmills, a garden full of cactuses. The succulents come in all sizes, from spiky soccer balls to 3-meter splay-armed giants. Some are abloom with tiny flowers surrounded by sizzling galaxies of bees. Les murs non pas delirious, Cole says. The walls don't have ears, my Serrano translates. I look around. No security drones, no smart walls. Unless one of the bees is a nanocam, he's probably right. No newsfeed hover cams either, which is good, because I haven't chosen a jacket yet. Like my sister said, I don't know anything. Cole gestures toward my ear. That's listening, isn't it? I shrug. It's just a Serrano. I'm terrible at names. Jeffa says the house scanners can't crack it, which means it's serious tech. He's giving me a look. It could be reporting back to your father. I roll my eyes. I know more about spyware than romance. It's strictly passive. Your house security would notice if it started transmitting, but if it makes you happy, I drop the Serrano in my pocket. Cole doesn't know it's always listening. We stand there in awkward silence for a moment. The party was lovely, I say. Cole gives me a sheepish smile. Jeffa was pleased. No complaints about us disappearing. So Arabella is okay with something happening between me and Cole, or at least she's fine with the rest of the city thinking there is. But what does Cole think? That tingle is still there where he kissed me. Naya's voice pops into my head. So many nerves in the hand, it's the best way to take down a stronger foe. I know how to break fingers, but not how to kiss someone. Yandere pinged me this morning, Cole says. They talked to their brother, the rebel sympathizer, about the slogan, "She's not coming to save us." Turns out, she is Tally Youngblood. A little tremor rolls through me. The rebels have their own saint, of course. But what does it mean? Exactly what it says. Tally's not coming back. We have to save ourselves. That's not news to me. I turn away, looking around the rooftop, mapping the shape of the building against the layout of the floors below. Making escape plans is something I know all about. A few of the trees in the courtyard garden have grown higher than the roofline. It wouldn't be too hard to climb up here from the garden. You think the knife is charged yet? Cole asks. Too soon. Do you miss hunting that much? I miss people not taking my stuff. He gazes off at the mountains. But sure, I like surviving off the land, being connected to the wild. I laugh. You connect to nature by eating it? I hope the same doesn't apply to your friends. Is that what we are? Right. We've only set allies so far. Cole is giving me one of his intense looks, which must mean something, but who knows what. I've never really made a friend before. I've only ever had one, and she's my twin sister. If you want to be friends, sure. Great, he nods a little and turns away. Somehow I'm doing this wrong. Speaking of eating nature, those nopals are tasty. He's switching into his tour guide voice, pointing to a cluster of flat-armed cactuses like oblong dinner plates covered with red flowers. They're on the lunch menu today. Not exactly hungry making. I reach out and touch one of the cactuses, expecting it to stab me, and it does. Ow! Why does everything up here have spikes? Spines, Cole corrects me. Furry ones to keep insects away. Big needle ones for mammals like me and you. So a cactus is afraid of everything? Cole looks at me meaningfully. When you've got water in the desert, you have to protect yourself. He's talking about the ruins, of course. Metal is the thing that every city wants, like water in a desert. What kind of spines does your family have? I ask. Sharp ones. This morning, I asked Jeffa what she'll do if your father refuses to leave our ruins. I frown. She didn't mention throwing me in a dungeon, I hope. No, she's still keeping that a secret from me, but she said we have some surprises in store for your father. He's not the only one waking up old weapons. That'll only make things worse. For him, I shake my head. Whenever things don't go his way, he escalates. When he's caught in a lie, he tells a bigger one. When someone resists, he hits them harder. When someone took his child, he made two more. We're not afraid of him, Cole says. Then why does your mother need me as a hostage? To save lives. We don't want to fight. He looks off at the mountains. Even if the first families don't fight all out, rusty wars, soldiers still die. By having you here, Jeff is trying to show your father another way. Negotiation instead of violence. So Arabella thinks she's playing my father? She scares me a little, I say. Très drôle. Considering who your father is? Je suppose, I manage, pleased that I didn't need my Serrano. Drôle means the same in French that it does in English. Cole thinks I'm funny. There's something you might want to see, he says. Is it edible and spiny? Cole smiles, leading me to the western edge of the roof facing the mountains, the best view of the city. It's not. We're looking down a jumble of narrow alleyways through a part of Victoria that's old and earthbound. No soaring fairy tale towers or bright colors, but it's the perfect neighborhood to disappear into. Cole glances down at a plastic box at our feet, marked with the fire escape symbol. Bungee jackets. A tangle of thoughts goes through my head. He's helping me make my escape plans. He really is an ally. Or maybe something more. After all, he's betraying his own family for me. I don't know what to say. Cole shrugs. No one should be a prisoner just because of who their father is. The strange thing is, I've never felt like a prisoner here in Victoria. Before I came here, my whole life was spent behind locked doors and impenetrable walls. A prisoner is what I've always been. It's like Cole knows that somehow, and he wants to save me. He leans over the parapet. The long alley leads to the edge of the city with a few twists and turns. Thank you. It's the least I can do. Cole looks like he's about to say something more, but he turns away. I should dress for lunch. We'll be on the south terrace. With all the gossip about last night, there'll be a news cam snooping around. So whatever I wear will be in the feeds, and Rafi will be watching with keen eyes. But I don't know which jacket, not yet, and I don't know why she said sensei. We head back down to my room in uncertain silence, everything unsaid still lingering between us. At my door, I hesitate. It's nice to have a friend here. Cole doesn't answer, just gives me another silent look. We're back inside, where the house can hear us, so maybe he can't say what he's thinking, but I can't resist asking. What is it? I whisper. Nothing, he says softly. Just parfois je me perds dans tes cheveux. Crap, that's too much French all at once. I have no idea what it means. Was it a clue about an escape route? Something droll about the lunch menu? I give him one of Rafi's looks of amusement. That's lovely. Sorry, Cole says. He takes a step back. His expressions darken. He's apologizing. I've messed something up. But I can't confess how terrible my French is. I've spilled enough of my secrets to the Palafoxes. Cole's walking away and I say nothing. Once the door's shut, I pull the Serrano from my pocket, praying it caught whatever he said. I head to the bathroom and turn on all the taps. Replay last 60 seconds, I whisper. His words are there at the edge of hearing, but I still don't know what they mean. Translate, I plead. And it's awful to hear it in my father's voice. Sometimes I get lost in your eyes. I stand there, steam building around me, not caring if Palafox security wonders what this is all about. What matters is what I do next. That look of amusement on my face after he said the words, he must have thought. I turned back into Rafi, arch and superior and too detached for any sentiment. So simple, so sweet. I have to fix this. Ping Cole Palafox, I say to the room. Message content, the room asks. My heart is racing. The message is, me too. End and send. Then I go to the closet and stare at the red jacket. I should wear it for lunch. My still racing heart is proof of that. But do I really want Rafi knowing what's going on in my head? What if she laughs at me? That would be too much to bear. And Donna will be watching closely too, maybe even my father. They don't want me compromised by some brain-missing crush. But Rafi's my big sister, and she asked for a sign. She said the word sensei, so I knew how important it was. I have to share this with her. I reach for the red jacket.